Hello friends, today we will be talking about what will be the results of second house lord when it is in the second house. We will be taking the example here of Aries ascendant, and obviously the second house lord will be Venus because Taurus is in the second house. There can be many permutation combinations of the second house lord in the second house. There can be Taurus in the second house, or Gemini, or Cancer, or Leo. So the planets lord of the second house will be different. They can be retrograde, they can be combust, they can be of different degrees. The ascendant degree is different, so the placement in the challenge can be different, and there can be many other things. So if we are talking about second house lord in the second house, we are talking very general thing. But here I will be talking very specific in this video, that if second house lord is Venus, Taurus is in the second house, and the degree of ascendant of the second house changes every 10 or 15 minutes. Will there be change in the results or not? And if there will be change, what will be the change? Why the change will be? Now here is the example in front of you. This is 29th of April 1964, 5:05 hours, India, Chandigarh, and you find that the longitude of the ascendant is 1 degree 54 minutes. And now let us see what is the result of Venus. You find that Venus signifies 2, 3 and 7 houses because Venus is placed in the second house. If the lord of the second and the third house placed in the seventh house, so 2, 3, 7. Mars will give the result of 1, 8, 9, 12. 1, 8, 9 is the lordship, 12 is the placement. And Saturn will give the result of 11 and 12 because Saturn is placed in the 11th house, lord of 11 and 12. Venus is in this nakshatra of Mars and sublord of Saturn. So Mars will give the result of, Venus will give the result of Mars as well as Saturn, their nakshatra and the sublord. And according to Nari astrology, sublord is stronger than nakshatra is stronger than the planet. But the results of all these houses significations will come. Now what will be the results? Now you find it easily. When I am talking of 3, 9 and 12, the houses are related to travel, so there will be long travel in the periods of Venus. 1 and 12 and 12 is repeated here again. The health will be bad and there can be multiple surgeries, but without much results. Although saving houses 9 and 11 are here. 2, 7 and 11 marriage is also signified. And when we are talking about nature, see 7, 8, 12, the nature is aggressive. Now let us advance the time by 10 minutes. Now here we find, by advancing the time 10 minutes, 5:15 hours, the results change. Why? Because challenge changes. Now Venus is the lord of the second in the 7th place in second. So house's significance of Venus is 2, 7. That of Mars is 1, 8 and 12. Now Saturn signifies the same house, 11 and 12. Because the lord of 11 and 12 plays in the 11th house. So here also the health is bad, but the travel is not there because 3 and 9 houses are not signified here. Other results nearly remain the same. Travel goes, but the losses remain and the health problem remains. Now let us advance the time another by 10 minutes. And then we find there is no difference, 5:25. With the time another 10 minutes, we find that this 12th house disappears. The reason to that is, now the Saturn signifies only the 11th house because it remains in the 11th house and the lordship it carries is only one, that is that of 11th house. Aquarius sign disappears. Now because 12th house here disappears, so the losses will be less, the health problems will be lesser, there will be more recovery, other things remain the same. Now let us increase the time another by 10 minutes. Now it is 5:45. Now what we find here is 10, 11 signified by Saturn, And I see Saturn is the lord of the 10th and the 11th, because Capricorn is repeated here in the 10th and the 11th house. So 10, 11 as it comes here, you find that the professional life becomes better. Although there will be problem in the health more, because 10 is detrimental or negative for the recovery of the health. Now let us increase the time another by 10 minutes, there is no difference. Another by 10 minutes, there is no difference. Another by 10 minutes, there is no difference. So we find that another half an hour, there is no difference, and it comes to 24. But when we find that the ascendant is 15, 20, and then we reduce the ascendant to say 12 degrees, reducing the time by 10, and there is a difference. So what I want to say is that there can be difference in the results with the advancing of the degree of the ascendant, but that is not, you can say, that differs with the Charit. As Charit changes with the different degrees, the result change. There can be change in 5-10 minutes, there cannot be change in half an hour. But that all depends upon how much change in Charit comes. So when we are talking about second house lord gives X, Y or Z results in the second house, then we are actually fooling ourselves. The people who are telling you this or have authored such books, these books are useless, because the people who are talking about this have not understood astrology at all. Nadi system astrology explains beautifully why there is difference as the ascendant degree changes. And when you are trying to pinpoint the results, you find that if you use Nadi astrology, you will find that you are able to make accurate predictions. Thank you very much.